Get ready for a different animation experience in PowerPoint. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a stickman animation using a PowerPoint. So let me just show you how it works. As you can see here, there's a blackboard there, and when I click, it will show the steps from the step 1 to the step 5. I have just put the title there, step 1, and then below I have added the detailed text. And how the slide works, when I click, the stickman comes here and will start jumping on each step. So let me just show you how it works. When I click, you can see here it started doing walking and jumping on each steps, and this is all done in PowerPoint. You can see here, and then it goes to the step 5, and this is the end of the slide. So this could be a very beneficial template for the teachers as well as for the students to show their work in an entirely different way. So let's see how to do this in PowerPoint. To draw the stickman, you need to go to Insert Shapes. From the basic shapes, I'm going to select the oval shape, draw the oval shape. You can see here by holding the Shift key. And shape outline, you can make it black or any other color. And then I'm going to increase the weight. You can see here, maybe this much, 6 points. And shape fill, make it no fill. And if you're using the latest version of PowerPoint, then there's a new feature which has been added called the sketched. And you can just see here, you can just select any of these also, so it looks more realistic. Then I'm going to draw the body, go to Insert Shapes. I'm going to select the line. You can see here, draw either straight line or somewhat bent. Let me just draw some straight line like this. And again, this also black, and I'm going to give the same weight. You can see here. And let's draw the legs and the hands. For that, go to, or I can just select Control D. You can see here, reduce the size or just move it here and attach to the body, and this goes like this. And press Control D, the other one, again bring it here, and then you can just move this here. You can see here something like this. And then I'm going to draw the hands. Again, I'm going to duplicate this. You put one hand here, maybe you can reduce the size, and again Control D, the other side, you can just bring it and then do something like this. So if you see here, the stickman looks something like this. Now it is very important thing which we need to do, otherwise if you do the animation, that will impact that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename each body part. Okay, for that you need to go to Home. You can see here Select and Selection pane, and you can see here the first one I'm selected, it says that oval 18. So I'm going to change the name as head, or the stickman head, or whatever. So I'm going to use the Morph Transition. For that, very important trick is there, where you need to put 2 exclamation marks, okay, so that the animation work perfectly. So here I'm just going to say, you can see here head. This one I can just say body here, exclamation exclamation body, or stomach, or whatever you call it. And then this one is the right hand, even with space also you can give, not a problem. And this is the left hand. And then I'm going to select this one, the right leg. You can see here, this is the right leg, and this is the left leg. You can see here, this is left leg. So you can see here we have named all the body parts. Let me just close the selection panel. And then the next slide, I have just downloaded this blackboard background. You can see here this one from the net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this throughout my slides. Now I'm going to draw the steps. To draw the steps, go to Insert Shapes. From the lines, you can just select the freeform shape. You can see here, and start from here maybe, and just click it. And how much the height you need, depending on that one, you can just make the number of steps. So I can just make it something like this. You can see here, I'm just making it, and then just double click this one. and then shape outline, make it white, and shape width, again I'm going to increase it, you can see here. And again, if you want, you can just sketch it, it looks like this. Okay, now I'm going to select this sticky man, and then don't group this one, or if you want you can group it also. Press Ctrl G to group it, Ctrl C to copy, and Ctrl V to paste. And this also you give as the white color, you can see here, and then hold the shift key and reduce the size. You can see here I have reduced the size, and for the first time you can just keep it outside of the slide, you can see here. So this is my first slide, and make sure that to ungroup this one, go and ungroup this. Okay, now we want to start the morphing, the transition. For that I'm going to select this and duplicate the slide, you can see here, and then I'm just going to move this stickman here, you can see here he comes here. Then this one I'm going to select the transition and morph, because by default it was I was using here, that's the reason it is morph, or it will be like this, none, you have to make it a morph. You can see here it comes something like this, and later on we can adjust the duration and the on mouse click or after that, we can do the later part. Now the second slide I'm going to add, or the third slide rather, right mouse click and duplicate slide, you can see here, and move this sticky man here, stickman, you can see here. Let me just zoom in. Okay, and then I'm just going to change the position of the leg. So the left leg comes front and the right leg goes back. So it's a normal how the humans walk. And again this hands come front and this hand goes back, you can see here. So let me just show you how it works. For example, you can see here when I click it comes here, and again on my next click you can see here it resembles like he is walking. All right, so this is my second slide or third slide, and again I'm going to continue with the other slides. So now I'm going to duplicate the slide, right mouse click, duplicate it, and then I'm selecting the sticky man or stickman, and then he's jumping to the second step. So I'm just going to move it something like this, and then I'm going to stretch his legs, you can see here, so as if he's jumping, and then this also something like this, you can make it so he's jumping, and then duplicate the slide, and then he is landing on the slide. So I'm just select this, bring it here, and then touch his feet to the ground, you can see here. And then the hands also I'm just going to make it somewhat down. So let me just again show it to you how it works. When I click it will come, then he started walking, you can see here, then he's going to jump, and then he's going to land, you can see here. Then again Ctrl D to duplicate, move, select all these things, you can see here, just highlight like this so that all the sticky man or stickman is selected, and then just move it front, and then like usual you can just move it the legs, the front to back, and vice versa, and the hands also I'm just going to do the same thing. All right, so again press Ctrl D, likewise you need to just complete it till he finishes the last step. So you can see here. All right, so this is the way you need to keep on adding the slides. So you can see here I've almost added like 7 or 8 slides, you can see here. So now you can just continue, I'm not going to show further, and here you can go to the first slide and you can just put the steps, go to insert text box, and I'm just going to say step 01, and I'm going to choose the font which is called the Hand of Sean. You can see here this Hand of Sean, make it white, and if you want you can increase it or decrease it, you can see here. So I'm just going to Control D and just put the steps something like this. And then if you want, you can just add the detailed text at the bottom of the staircase. So this is step 1, this is step 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can see here something like this. So the next step is I'm just going to select one by one by holding the shift key. You can see here, press Ctrl C and go to the next slide, Ctrl V. And the step 1, because this stickman is already there, I'm just going to delete this one. So I'm just going to copy it one more time. You can see here still that is going to delete that one, and then Ctrl V. So this is going to delete. You can see here wherever he is there, I'm just going to delete this one. Can you see here this one? And step 2 I'm going to delete. Then here you can see here this 2 I'm going to delete. So I can just copy this 3 only, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. You can see here like this. You can do once he is there, you can just delete that one. So this is the simplest way you can do it. Let me just show you how it works. You can see here when I click, it comes here like this. Now if we want to make it more faster, so except the first slide, because the first slide is not the transition slide. Sorry, let me just make it none. So first slide is not the transition, second slide the transition is there. So second slide till the last slide, whatever the last slide, I'm going to select. And you can see here the duration I'm just going to reduce to maybe 0.75 or something like that. And then I'm going to remove on mouse click and I'm going to use it after. And after maybe I can just put 0.01 second, and so it is much faster and it will happen automatically. So let me just show you. When I click, you can see here I'm not clicking the mouse, it is just happening by itself. So this is the way you can just do this stickman animation using the Morph Transition.